Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and an even bigger welcome into my home. We are all decorated up for fall and Halloween here at the farmhouse in town, and so I just wanted to give you a tour of all of our main living spaces. I hope you enjoy. We'll start the tour here at the top of the stairs so you can get a little bit better view of the gallery wall and stairwell. This is just a mixture of different farmhouse decor and our family portraits that are hanging in black frames. Those are hung up on the wall with doorknobs, wooden doorknobs that I painted black, and also black grosgrain ribbon. I love this little cowl head with a bell. I found this on clearance at Michael's and just put a preserved boxwood wreath around his neck. And all the wreaths that you see on this wall are from Target. Here next to the front door is just a little farmhouse style cabinet with a barn door on it. That's from Hobby Lobby, and the lamp that's sitting on it is also from Hobby Lobby. Hanging on the wall above that is a barn quilt that I made and just finished it the other day. I thought it turned out really pretty. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. If you'll check back here in the next several days, I'll be putting out a tutorial on how I made the barn quilt. They're pretty neat. It's one of my favorite things to do. These are just some of my cookbooks that I covered in brown craft paper and tied them up with a piece of twine and added some beads that I had also painted and stained. Just adds a little extra something. The dining room is the first room that you see when you walk into the house, so I like to keep it decorated and looking very welcoming and warm. In the center of the table, you will see a huge mason jar. It's very old. My grandmother gave it to me, and it was once just a big pickles jar. I love decorating with it. My husband made the plate rack that you see here, and then on either side of that are some old antique windows that we found at Old Home Supply in downtown Fort Worth. Some of the glass is intact and some of it is not. We just left it as is, and I painted and put some antiquing wax on top of that. These golden white dishes that are on the front here, they're called wheat dishes, and back in the 1950s, they came pre-packaged in with laundry detergent. That's pretty cool. These were given to us by my husband's Aunt Sarah. As you can see, our home has a lot of wainscoting, moldings, finished carpentry. That was not here when we moved into the house. This is all the work of my husband. He's very, very talented in finished carpentry. He builds and I paint, so we work together pretty well. My husband and I worked together to build this brick archway here, and those are real bricks. They're antiques, and that's probably one of the harder things that he and I did together. This needlepoint was actually done by my husband's Aunt Polly, his other aunt, and it is so beautiful and so detailed. She actually did this when she was well into her 80s before she passed, and then left it to him. Both she and Aunt Sarah, also known as Amy, lovingly by my husband, they're long gone, and we sure do miss them. This is a little antique space heater that my husband and I picked up. It was covered in probably 100 years worth of soot and paint, and he sandblasted it and refurbished it. It's not hooked up to gas or anything right now. We're just using it as decor. We thought it was so pretty. I get lots of questions about my pantry door here. This is another find from Old Home Supply in downtown Fort Worth, Texas. When we bought it, it was just a solid panel interior door that was covered with many, many layers of paint, and we stripped it, and then James cut one of the panels out of the top and added some screen, and also added some decorative accent underneath where the screen is, and we added an antique doorknob. The wreath on that is just an olive tree wreath, and in the middle of it is a cowbell, and that cowbell, there it is. The cowbell used to be worn by my husband's family cow many, many, many years ago. All of the black and white buffalo check Roman shades and curtains that you see there, I actually made those, and I don't sew. There's not a single stitch that I put in there. I made several of them, and there are tutorials on Pinterest that will show you how to make the Roman shades, and the curtains are just pretty straightforward. Just need a little steam-a-seam, and you have a curtain. If you have a Cricut machine, you can easily make this little jack-o'-lantern canister. I thought he was super cute, and we just like to keep our goldfish in there. This is my little white barn that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I have a tutorial on how I put all of the decor together in it, and I will link that below if you're interested. I taught myself how to recover this chair. It's my first attempt at doing that. I did mention earlier I don't sew, so everything you see here, there's no stitches. There's either glue or those are little nail head accents that I added. And then the pillow on the back with the ruffle that you'll see here in a second, my sweet mom made that. She actually can sew and is very good at it. It's just not something I've ever learned. Is anybody else just completely obsessed with these trucks from Hobby Lobby? I just think they're so cute. I found these cute blackbirds on Amazon and purchased those for Halloween. And oops, hang on just a second. Man down. Pretend you didn't see that. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope everyone has a fun and safe Halloween. Take care.